of Appeals is hearing arguments today over the legality of the Trump administration invoking the 18th century law known as the Alien Enemies Act in an effort to deport migrants from the United States. Here with me is CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya Galvez with all things immigration covered. Thank you for being here. What's the purpose of today's hearing?
Well, this hearing could really decide whether officials in the federal government could implement and enforce one of President Trump's most controversial and contentious immigration policies yet. This surrounds the Alien Enemies Act. As you know, this is the only time that this wartime authority, dating back to 1798, 22 years after the Declaration of Independence, has been invoked in peacetime. Traditionally, it has been invoked against governments and state actors during wartime, but the Trump administration is arguing that it can use this law to expel and summarily deport suspected Venezuelan gang members because of this argument that this gang, Tren de Aragua from Venezuela, is invading the U.S. The hearing today will decide two questions ultimately: whether the administration has sufficient legal grounds to invoke this law in a peacetime setting and against a non-state actor like this gang from Venezuela, and two, if so, how much notice and due process do detainees facing expulsion under this wartime authority actually should be getting. The administration has tried to argue that they should only be getting less than 24 hours notice before they're actually expelled. Advocates for migrants and asylum seekers say that no, these people deserve a due process that actually entails a longer notice time and also a hearing in front of a judge.
So could this set precedent for other cases, that follow?
Yes, the administration is actually in the process of detaining several hundred Venezuelan migrants who it has alleged are suspected members of this Venezuelan gang. And the proposal from the administration is to try to deport them to a place like El Salvador under this wartime authority. We have to remember that back in March, the administration deported more than 200 suspected Venezuelan gang members, including under this law. They are still imprisoned in that Central American country of El Salvador in that notorious mega prison known as Secot.
Well, despite the administration's mass deportations, we heard over the weekend that President Trump was talking about possibly issuing a temporary pass for farm workers and people in the hospitality industry. So what do we know at this point?
Well, it really does seem that this is the latest instance in which the administration's aggressive crackdown on illegal immigration is colliding with the president's interest in protecting certain industries and the U.S. economy. Earlier in the year, he had to pause worksite enforcement by ICE at farms, hotels, and restaurants. That was later rescinded, and now he's offering this temporary pass to potential employers who are hiring undocumented immigrants, but we don't have any details yet about this plan.
All right, we'll check back with you for more details. Camilo, thank you.